How is everybody? I have some new ink colours to show you. Hi Kirsten! So, it's not a card I've made or practiced. Hi Anne! However, I've seen inspiration from the catalogue, the new catalogue, which obviously you haven't seen yet, so that's fine. Let's see, who else do we need in here? Who have we got? Who have we got? Right. So I've got a few people on already. Say hi if you're here. We have Jane, Karen. Oh, Karen. Kirsten. Karen, Tilly. Heather. Hello, Susan. And who else do we have? So, the card that I'm going to make today, not only does it have the new fab in colours, I'll show you the little strips of those there. Oops, I've dropped one. Not only are we using that, we are using the brand new Lovely You bundle to decorate the card. Yay! Not used this yet, so you'll see me working all this morning. Hi Shirley! My newest team lady Carol's here watching. Latest Team Smithy lady. Can't wait to see your starter kit, Carol. Can't wait. This is just beautiful though, look at it. Isn't that amazing? I've got lots of other stuff that I got as well. I'm going to do a special video for the lovely floral one. But the other bundle that I treated myself to is this Birds and Branches. How fab. Yes, so I'm a happy bunny. Happy bunny. Right, who else is here? Hi Tammy. Yeah, that punch is really clever, and I've made, there's two like tabs on it. So I have, that's how one side does it. And these go up 1/2 inch, 3/4 and 1 inch increments. And you can make them as long or short as you like. And here is the other one, which is quite cool. This one will be really nice at Christmas time, I think. Morning, Jill. So those are lovely. So 6 possibles out of that. And I had to put a little label on it because I'll forget what it's called. So it's called Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. So it's awesome. Now I don't have the in colour ink pads. Hang on a second. Sorry, I was just telling the boys to stop shouting when they're speaking because it puts me off. I don't have the new ink pads for these, so we're going to clear emboss on them, and that will show up the colours nicely. Yay! Hi Anne! I have my 2 Annes from face-to-face classes. That's lovely. Yeah, Jane, you could layer them up as well. I had thought about that for this morning. I thought I better not overcomplicate things. So yeah. So these are the new in colour designer series paper. I use these in craft class a lot, don't I, ladies? So that's 2 sides. So you've got the polka dot, and you've got this lovely, it kind of looks like denim effect. And then the other part is, I'll just show you one of them though. We have a beautiful script, which is like a typewriter. I don't know if you can see that well, but basically that has the Stampin' Up sentiment in there that says to love what we do, to share what, to love, wait now, what does it say? It's the Stampin' Up sentiment you know, their kind of mission statement, to love what we do and share what we love. And that is in lots of different languages. And then we have this beautiful kind of wood effect on the other side. So that's really nice. So, yeah. So, look at this pink. Isn't that amazing? So, the colours are, the yellow is called Bumblebee. What else have we got? We've got the brown cider one, which is called Cinnamon Cider. Then we've got Just Jade for green. I can feel your excitement, Heather. Misty Moonlight for the blue. And then the last one is Magneta Madness. It is really nice. Really nice. So I'm so happy with those colours. But we can't get the inks until the catalogue goes live because there's issues obviously with COVID-19 and things like that, which is absolutely fine. So I'm just making one card this morning. Let me see, wee girl would love that pink. Yeah, it's really bright. It's not overly bright though, so that it's kind of... Initially when I saw it, I thought that is really kind of neonish, but it's not. It's lovely. And they all go really nice together. Hang on a second. Oh dear, there's a scruffy cat on my window ledge in the living room. It's away now. Thank goodness the dogs didn't see it. Right, I'm going to flip you around. Okay, so let me see if I can change the view instead of seeing me, my big nose. So flip it round. There we go. So I'll just give it a second so that I can see. Hi Shirley hun. So that I can see the layout. I love this wee stand that I've got. $19.99 and it's brilliant. The only thing is you can't actually press record when it's in the actual stand. Right, so my computer's just catching up just now. Who else have we got here that I've maybe not said hi to? Got a few people watching, that's fab. Some of them may not be friends of mine, that's why I can't see you, but welcome. Right, so I'll get my little tripod out the way. So what we're doing is a basic black card base, and we have a Whisper White card mat. Now the card base is my usual 4 1/8 of an inch by 5 7/8, and then the mat is 4 by 5 3/4. So I just sort of write that on the back so I could take a photo of it. We then have another little layer that's going to go in the front. So we've got basic black and we've got the Whisper White layer. Now if you want to recreate this at home with your own supplies and stuff like that, it's just a rough guide for sizes. So the black is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. The layer is 2.5 by 4 inches. Okay, and we're going to use this bit to layer up strips of this fabulous new in colour, and we're going to stamp on top of it using Lovely You, and we're going to emboss it with clear emboss powder. Okay, so that's, I'll need to use my stamp apparatus for that. Those measure 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm not sure what length yet, I shall see, because I want to try and incorporate the punch effect on them as well. Hi Margaret. Okay, so first things first is we want to layer this up with these gorgeous pieces of DSP. Now because this is 4 by 5 3/4, I want to cut the strips down to 3 7/8, just so that there's a little border. I may have to trim it down further. I'm just going to test it out quickly now. Alright, I'm going to use a polka dot side just because it's so fun. So I'm just trying to gauge for size for trimming this down, and you'll see it is just about perfect. So there's about 1/8 of an inch, and by the time it's stuck it'll be fine. So let's trim that down. So if I use my mini trimmer, we want these down to 3 7/8. They're beautiful colours, Margaret, really beautiful. Oops, put it the right way. This is a handy wee thing. Right, so we want 3 7/8. Keep all your scrap pieces for other projects. And I thought I'll only do the one card because I'm doing some embossing. It'll take a little bit longer than normal, but too long if I was to do 2 cards. So I'm just trimming these up. What's everyone else planning for today after this? If you saw my Facebook page, you'll have seen that I dyed my hair yesterday and had a bath, and then that was me relaxing all day, and I still ran out of energy. Amy just simply sucks. But I can't go about with grey hair, so I had to do it. Right, so first things first, let's stick these on. Now I think I'll start on one of the brightest colours. I'll also end on one of the brightest colours. Okay, and we'll pop the green there, the blue here, and this one in there like that. I think that's a nice wee combination. Oh, Shirley, yes, I saw your wellbeing kits. That looks awesome. I've got my creative crafting kit to prepare and cut out over the weekend for the birthday bonanza suite. So I've still got 2 of those kits left if anybody's interested. Right, so I'm going to use wet glue. I need to crack open a new one. There we go. Brand spanking new. Right, so the only reason I'm using the wet glue is because I don't trust myself to place them down properly. So you will see it's just a little teeny border. Jill's going to be crafting. What else? Carol's hair needs coloured. Heather's going to craft. That's awesome. I am going to go on a little cycle with my husband and kids. I've been out cycling twice, and the fatigue that I got from that was a good fatigue. It was more of a, hey, you've actually exercised, and for some strange reason it didn't seem to floor me as much as walking about did. So probably because I'm not weight bearing and things like that. So Kirsten, my new stylist, did mine last week. Oh, your daughter, bless. Colin coloured my hair. Oh, well, I gave my fringe a little trim again yesterday. Didn't make as good a job of it as a fortnight ago. So. But I always cut my own fringe anyway, and you're lucky if I get the back of my hair cut once a year. Karen's chopping down ephemera for my journaling. Awesome. Thought you'd been awful quiet. Saw some of your recent, the last time you posted looked like it was quite a time-consuming project. A therapeutic one. Now I have a little bit at the end here. But I'm not overly worried about it. I'm going to pop that at the bottom. Your hair is the messy bun. Well, because I done mine yesterday, I could still leave it down today, and then it'll be up the rest of the week. Right, so we've done the card and the card DSP layer, which is layered up on a bit of matte. I'm just going to quickly cut my, my card insert. Now, these, I will be able to send these out as a card kit for £5 if anybody wants one. I'll prep all that and get it posted on Monday to y'all. £5 including post and pack, and it's just a way of trying to keep my little business running. So 4 inches. The only thing I can't provide is the stamped images or the embossing powder, etc. But I could send you all the cardstock, and I could even throw in some of these labels and tags for you to make the card, and then Bob's your uncle. Jean's asked Paul to take an inch off the back of. Oh God. Poor Paul. Poor Paul. Oh dearie me. I could just imagine his excitement about having to do that, Jean. Right, so I'm just popping this in. Like so. We could cut these in half and add in a little layer on the inside as well. I think I might do that. Let's do that now before I forget. So these are 1 1/8, these strips. So if I, oh it's squeaky, if I cut some to make squares, I'll pop them on the inside as well. So while I'm doing this, what other news do you lovely ladies have to share? Other than your trying to manage best you can in this pandemic. Anyone else been practicing hairdressing skills at home? Right, just trying to line this up. I think I've cut that squint. Yes, I have, because I can't actually look down on my little trimmer. Who needs perfection anyway? Da, 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 da. Last piece, last piece. All quiet in Paisley. That's good. That means you're keeping out of trouble then. I'm seeing her husband Colin did offer to cut her hair. She's far too scared. Valerie cut her own up. Well done, Valerie. Oh, no worries, Jill. Catch up later, hun. No worries. Thanks for popping on. Right, we're just going to attach these on. Then we'll do the embossing. So we're going to start off with the pink. Then the green. Let me see. I need to do little man's schoolwork since he was sick at the start of the week. Oh, I know. What a shame. Hope he's okay now. Kirsten. I've tagged you in a little personal message on our team page, honey. If you've got time to go in and see that at some point. Yeah, I'm not doing a very good job of putting these down straight at all. That's because I'm too busy chatting. Oh dear me, what I like, what I like. Oh, for goodness sake. I should have left it blank. This is just giving me a headache. Karen always stays out of trouble. I believe you. I believe you. Right, that's right the wrong way. I must have cut some of these off slightly, but it's just really to use the other piece that I'd cut off there, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so we need this little matte layer for the front, popped on here. Unfortunately, I can't put any ribbon or embellishments on because I don't have any that coordinate. But that's going to go on there basically, and we're going to have 5 little labels on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my stamp apparatus out. Now I need to check, these are rubber, these are red rubber, so I need to remove the little foam mat. Oh, no worries, Shirley. Happy unpacking. Hey, what's Kirsten saying? Yeah, it makes, thanks, makes better. That's good. That's brilliant. And Mackay cuts her husband. Mr. Mackay's hair, his beard's been getting more like Santa. God bless him. Poor Andrew. Right, so let's get the magnets out. And I'm going to grab a little scrap piece of paper. And we are going to line these up the same way as the other bits. Just need to make sure I'm in shot here. So, pink, green, cinnamon, blue, and then look at the state of my nails, ladies. Not happy. Right, so magnet at the top, magnet at the bottom, and then we're going to emboss buddy it, and then we are going to stamp on it, remove it, then put some clear emboss powder on, and then heat set it. So I have my clear emboss powder here, which is awesome. Is everybody still hearing me okay? Right, now, let's see. Let's stamp a few things on here. We're going to add a sentiment on the card as well, which I think I'll put on the bottom there. So I need to bear that in mind when I'm cutting these up. Okay, let's go for, I'll add my cling stamps later, my cling stickers. Let's go for this lovely foliage. And there's no right or wrong way to pop these on. I'm just going to do it rather randomly. Let's use this one. This beautiful little flower. Oh, that's good, hon. As long as you can hear me all right. In fact, I'm not going to use that one. I'm going to use a daintier one. This one. And then, what else? What else? The key is that it's going to line up again when we pop it back on the card. Da, 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 da. I'll use this one. What one will I use? Now I can't decide. Now I can't decide. This one. Fab. Right, so we have this one, and this one, which is good. And I do have my, hi Christina and Heather, how are you? Yay, nice to have you here, ladies. So, what we need to do is we need to get some blocks. That would help. I just love all of my coordinating products. Now I already have the blocks out. Okay, that's fine, Tricia. Okay, so where's my blocks? Just going to make sure there's no, I think there's a wee eyelash on there. So I'm going to emboss buddy them. And then I'll stamp with the Versa mark. Just like so. Pop that away. I don't know why I'm singing at the end of my sentences. Right, let's start with this beauty first. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly stamp that. You can see the beautiful pattern. Lovely. No right or wrong way to do this. Just whatever your little heart desires. Some are going on, some are going off. Make sure that's straight. Okay, I think I'll do one more leaf section down here. Perfect. And then I'll wash all these later once I've finished. Then I'll do this little, beautiful little flower. Right, now we need to be quick. Remove these. Remove that. I'm just concentrating, that's why I'm quiet. I'm not using the stamp apparatus because I'm doing just ad hoc stamping, Kirsten Han. But if it was just a solid image or normal stamping, I would. Right, so we have one strip, two strips, can you see that? 3 strips. And I was just wanting to use, oops, the stamp apparatus just to hold the strips in place more than anything. I could have actually taped them down with low tack tape, but that's too much faffing about for me. Too much faffing about. Right, so we'll pop this away and then we'll get heat setting them. Right, so I have my heat tool here. So I'm just going to heat it up a wee second. Oh, helps if it's turned on. Yeah, Karen, it is for the randomness, honey. That's a better way to describe it. Right, so this is just going to dry clear basically. And it'll look like we've actually inked it with our new in colour inks, but we've not got them, so I'll show you them at the end. I'll just keep going on this mission here. Oops. There's the next one. I'm trying not to melt my desk background. What will we use when the buddy is gone? Personally, I will use my secret stash. I haven't even had a chance to look at the embossing section in the catalogue yet. But thanks for asking, Valerie, because I will look into that, hun. Now remember what these are going to go back down because it's in the colour order, which is on the front of the card. Awesome. Let's go over and make sure I haven't missed any wee bitties. Right, get this off now. Whew, that hurts my ears. Ta-da! So, you can see how it all lines up. It doesn't matter if it's not lining up perfect. It's just kind of to show you how I would do that. Like so. Can you see that all right? Ta-da! Beautiful. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gauge for size. So I'm just going to cut them straight across. Remembering what the measurement is. So this measures 3 7/8, I think. So if I do, let me double check. That's 4 inches actually. 4 inches. So if I just cut that down to 3 3/4, let's try that. 3 3/4. And then I know I should have enough room for my sentiment at the bottom. Squeak, squeak. That's really squeaky. Oh dear. If you hear anything in the background, it's my hubby making the kids something to eat. Right, so let's decide what one would you like to see. I think maybe this one, which is the right hand side. What do you think? White would be lovely as well. You're right, Jane. Definitely. Who else have we got? Hi, Mel. Nice to have you here. You're Jean's friend. I'll just give you a wee minute to see which of the two labels you would like. I'll hold it the right way. So we've got this one and we've got this one. Hi, Rachel. Getting all fingerprints already. Right. Well, you're deciding which one of these. I will just get these back in order. There's always about 20 to 30 seconds delay on comments, which is a bit annoying. But we will get there. Then we have the blue, then we have the yellow. Right. Let's see, can somebody send some hearts for this one? The right one. That's what I'm thinking. Left. Well, we have a tie break. Right, next one to comment I will go with. This one. Right, good. Right, we'll go with this one. Let's do that. So still got all the elements there. Okay, so just pop it open. And, oh, nearly did the wrong one, ladies. So we're just going to pop it in the smallest bit. That's fine. Jane, it's fab. I know you'll do super things with this. Super, super, super. I can't even let you have a shot because our craft class isn't on. Oh dear. You can borrow it in spirit. Next one was blue. Oh, I must have put that in slightly squint. There you go, I've rectified that. Make sure it is flush. Come on, in you go. If you've been embossing as well, your cardstock can curl up at the end a little bit. Thanks, Kirsten Han. Let me just flip it over. There we go. Dee, 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 dee. Morning, Rachel. Ta-da! Right, so let's get these lined up again. That and that. 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 And that. Awesome. That's absolutely fine. What I'll do, I'll pop these on and I shall use the bigger size here for the sentiment. That's what I'll do, that's what I'll do. Right, let's get this stuck on first anyway. Whoops. It's getting sticky already because I've left it lying open. Very nice. Get all this rubbish out the way. I will prop this up with dimensions. But let's get these bits stuck on. What you could do is you could also use your other punch. There's a little punch that I have. Can't remember the name. Karen, you'll maybe remember. That has this little dot. You could just punch the little dot in here or the little tab section there and put some ribbon in it or what have you. Or you could join them all together like a little waterfall of colour. Right, so just need to make sure my placement of these. I've got 16 people watching, that's awesome. Now these will go flush like so, but that's fine because I knew it was going to do that, I promise. I'm not making it up as I go. I did practice that bit. Practice, I mean, in my head. Pressure's on. You could also stagger it as well. I think that would look quite nice. But I'll just pop them on straight for today. I can't remember neither. One of the craft class ladies, where's my brown bit? Oh, that's my brown bit. Dorothy ordered it. Now this one's slightly shorter because I did put it in twice, but it's not going to matter. If anybody asks, I'll just say I done that on purpose. Yeah, I meant to do it, This one goes on here. I do like things in order, but I'm not OCD when it comes to having perfectly straight lines or anything like that. So there's our little front section. And it is a very colourful card. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's choose a sentiment before we build it all up. Love is what makes us family. I think I'll do that. I do like a good family sentiment. I love the font on this. Super adorable. I do like a scripty font. It sure is, Karen. I think that'll look quite nice. I think having a white panel label across the front will complement it quite well. So let me get another little block. Da, 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 da. I have forgotten to eat breakfast this morning. I don't eat breakfast often, but I do try to have it at the weekend. Right, love is what makes us a family. Right, so I need to cut a little strip of Whisper White. Down to, no, I do need my trimmer for this one. If I cut that down to, now the white layer on the back is 4 inches, so I think if I cut that down to 3.5, I think that'll be enough. And we want it 1 inch, because that's the size that fits in the largest part of the punch. Oops. What a racket I'm making this morning. What a racket. I'm really glad you've all joined me for this. I may have to make my own little label. Or choose a sentiment that's smaller. Let's choose a sentiment that's smaller. Yeah, this is really encouraging me to craft on a Saturday still. Been struggling to craft through the week for one reason or another. Right, oh, let me see. Oh, look, you're my person. Trust me, you're lovely. Let's cheer up. Heartfelt. Okay. Right, let's do this one, which I am picking purely because of the size. Touch wood. Facebook's been quite good. What even is this one? Trust me, you're lovely. Right, so just pop it on the block. That is lovely. Right, so I need to stamp it in black. Oh, that's good, Heather. I thought it would be the same as well. I've been the complete opposite. But what I've come to realise is I need peace and quiet to craft. And I ain't getting that at the minute with hubby and all the kids being at home. Oh, look. I do like that. Yeah, so it's their fault. I'll just blame the kids and the husband. Right, okay, where did I put my punch? Here it is. So, pop it in. Make sure it's straight. Yep. Beautiful. Do you like that? I do like that. Right, let's do the other side. It's always a good idea to leave a lot of room at each end. Don't stamp too close to the edge in case you cut off your sentiment. Isn't that pretty? You've been really busy, Jane. Really busy. I've loved seeing your cards. Now, I would add some colour coordinated embellishments, etc. on this, but I can't. What I will add is a piece of, I've got Whisper White polka tool ribbon somewhere, which is my go-to ribbon. Coordinates with practically everything. And of course now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Can't find it. If you love Stampin' Up, you really will love and should have this gorgeous ribbon. And it's going to be quite discreet, but I will add a little bow to pop on here. Okay. So I just need to trim this, and if you want to trim it, it's a good idea to trim through the little dots. Just makes for easier cutting. So I'm just eyeballing the size. Okay, so all I'm going to do is add some snail on the back. Like so. It's very discreet. Love it, love it. Fab. Right, let's get this on with, I was going to use dimensions, but I think I'll use up some of my foam adhesive strips. These are really, thank you Heather, thanks Jane. What's Heather saying? Husband bought me a storage unit from Argos and I've converted the dining room into my craft room. Brilliant. That's exactly what I do. I've got a little corner in my dining room that seems to keep growing and growing. Right, so these foam strips are fab. I don't put mine too near the edge, and that way people don't see it. Unless you're a card maker and you know, and you have a nosy to see what people's used on their product, on their cards. I do that sometimes. Right, I should have actually ordered more of these. And these are the same height as dimensions, so if you wanted to use a bit both in projects, that's fine. Just pop them to the side. Now I always need my little cheapy tweezers. Everybody's got these in their craft stash. I was worried about the card being a bit too busy, but I think the big white label on the front will make it break it up a bit. But I'm just so happy to be able to play with the products today to show you all. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that down centered as I can. Soon I'll be eating in this. We'll be eating in the summer house. I know. The kids are having because they were up quite late. They're having breakfast in the living room, which I don't get to do. I just can't do crumbs down couches and stuff like that. Yuck. So they'll be loving it. They will be loving it. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let me try a bow. Let me try a bow. Let me try a bow. I should have prepared one earlier. Jane, you're the queen of bow making in my crafty circle. Pressure's on. Now, because this is tulle, it is a bit fittery-ish. What the hang am I doing? If in doubt, you could do a little square bow. Oh dear. You know what, sometimes what I'll do is I'll fold it in half, like so, and just wing it. And this gives you a littler bow. Especially if you don't want it to overpower your card too much. Oh, that's a good idea. Use the black Sharpie pen on the foam. Right, there. That looks adorable enough for me. I'm happy with that. We also have black dimensions in the new catalogue. These were, I think these were part of the first come out in the autumn winter catalogue that ended last year. Or was it this one? But they do have black dimensions. But if you don't want to buy them, like Jane said, that's a great tip for just colouring it in with a Sharpie pen. Everyone's got a black pen that they could use to colour. I always have this by my side. You could always, let's do that actually. Should I go around here with black? No, I better not, because I will end up mucking it up. Right, so I'm going to pop these on dimensions. This little sentiment as well. And I just want 3. Just to make it even more 3D dimensional. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to put a post up on the my Facebook group, not my business page, which is what we're on today. I think I'll put a post up and do Share Your Tips Saturday. I think we'll do that. And it would be great if all you lovelies could share your tips with each other, me included. Right, I'm just going to add a little bit of snail. I always get it the wrong way round. On here for my wee bow. Like so. Ah, see what I mean? This is taking an hour. What do you think? I love that font. Absolutely love it. And then, of course, we've got the inside, which I've made a little bit squint. Trust me, you're lovely. Let's see, is there another sentiment? Always heartfelt. Yeah, let's do Stampin' on the inside. Because we're just using black. Normally, if I stamp on the inside, I like to stamp part in a corner, but I've already stuck this down. So that's fine. Did that say was there one with a smile? Trust me, you're lovely. Smile. No, that doesn't go together. That's saying like, yeah, you're lovely, but your face is tripping you. Smile. Always will be good. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Come on. Right, let's get this the right way round. So it goes this way. You could stamp over here or whatever, but I like to put a sentiment in the bottom right hand corner sometimes. And I have splodged this with my rubbish nail varnish that I put on quickly this morning. Oh, my hands are in a mess. Right, everybody, that is our lovely little in colour card project. So you can see it has taken nearly an hour just because of all the wee extra bits. But if you would like to recreate this, all of this at home except for the stamped embossed sections, stamps in this sentiment, let me know, and I'll cut up these kits to send out. I've already had one on order, so I'll get that sent out to you, Rachel Hun, because you've already paid for your little card. Just send me a little message on this page, or a little email to smithscraftycreations@gmail.com, and I'd like to thank you all for coming on and supporting me. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If you do recreate at home, please share and let me see your creations, because I just love it. And feel free to share this video as well. Okay, everyone, take care. Thanks, Mel, and I'll see you later, ladies. Bye now.